Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another PGR reaction. Today we have Her Dream, which is kind of an interesting story here because apparently it's completely under the radar and not a lot of people actually know it exists, and it only has a Chinese lyrical version at least uploaded online, despite it being 3 years old. So yeah, that's very under the radar, very much a sign of something underappreciated. But Kai and Yoki said I should get to this one. A few people agreed, and here we are. So I guess without further ado, let's go! I always love a good underdog, so I hope this does end up being really good. Oh! Okay. I mean, I knew it was gonna be in Chinese, but I really love her voice already. Ooh, putting in the breathiness there. Ooh. Oh. Okay, now we're building to something. I'm trying to feel it out. Ooh, good question mark in the music there. I'm trying to feel out the story, obviously, since I don't know what's being said. Using musical cues. Ooh, subtle harmony in there. Very subtle. I love that the guitar is supporting the vocalist like that. Ooh. A little fall off on the guitar. I love how raw this is. This is so raw, it's real. There's not a lot of post-production on it. You can even hear the white noise from the microphones still in there. I love that lift on the bridge. There's a little bit of percussion in there. Got some shakers going. I don't think that was there last time. I kind of want to play with it. But I don't have my shaker over here. I shouldn't ruin the moment. I should just enjoy myself. Ooh. I do have a tambourine over there, though. Ooh. Little keyboard organ solo. Again, this is just so real. I love the lack of production done on it. That was so wholesome, dude. It was so cute. Don't you look at me like that. So quick update, found my shaker. I was just chilling with it. I guess it was on the other side of my tambourine, so I didn't see it and I didn't want to try and find it during the song. Obviously, that's not the focus, but it's kind of nice having that vibe. I don't get to use stuff like this too often. Like, sure, this is definitely just a shaker. Like, it's just a thing that you have as a percussionist. You have to have one of these. You don't get to use these too terribly often as a percussionist. Every percussionist, in my opinion, should have one and probably does, but it's just not a thing that you get to use too often. But when you get the chance, you got to have it in your wheelhouse. And for songs like this, that's exactly why you would. It's a very calming track. This is so beautiful. I loved everything about, again, how raw and real it was. It was just a couple of guitars, and obviously they had the bells and stuff in there too, like the shaker and the tambourine, so there were like overlaid layers. It wasn't just a bunch of people sitting in a circle playing into a microphone, but also it had that vibe, you know? Like, I love that vibe. I love that just, hey, let's sit down and play a song and just tell a story real quick. And it was just so nice. Again, I think it's really interesting that they decided to leave the white noise in the mix too, because again, in the modern scene of music, that's usually not a thing that people like to keep around because it sounds bad, which is not the case, mind you. For anybody who thinks that adding white noise or leaving white noise in there is a bad thing, you're dumb. It's a texture. A lot of white noise exists in drum recordings. If you have any sort of drum recording, odds are there's white noise in there. It's almost like a glue in the mix, to a degree at least. Obviously, you don't want too much or too little. It depends on how the mix is supposed to feel. If you have too little in some genres, it'll sound weird and artificial and not just good in its own right. But if you have too much of it, obviously it can be distracting. This hit that nice little balance of just, oh, it's in the background. It was a fuzz on the vocals or something. It could have easily been the acoustic guitar as well, given how you record those with largely just a microphone as close to the guitar as you can manage with getting a good sound. That's probably all it was. And I especially love the extra stuff they added with the clean guitar. That was so pretty. And I mentioned especially that one little spot where he like dragged his finger down the board and you could hear that going down. And it's just these little things, again, that make it feel a little less clean, a little less produced, that makes it feel like a bunch of people around a microphone just playing and singing a song and telling a story. And I just love that vibe. As much as I love really well produced songs and I adore the attention to detail in a great mix, I also adore songs like this that do the exact opposite and just kind of go for the as raw and real feel as you can get. There is definitely a place for both, and I love this song for doing all of that. And as far as the lyrics go, I did look up the English translation and figured out what everything was talking about. It makes sense in hindsight that the song was largely talking about the caged bird effect and how this person seems to be kind of stuck in this space and time where they don't feel like they have the ability to fly free anymore, and in her dreams there is a potential for that. And it all was just very thematically relevant. I love that the song was reflecting that so well. Obviously I wouldn't have known that prior to reading the lyrics, but I really do like where they went lyrically there. It's just a nice story. It's a little sad, it's definitely a little bittersweet, but the song was already giving me that. I felt that in all the transitional stuff, especially the end of that bridge and pre-chorus. There was just the notes that were giving me, oh, this is not necessarily a happy song. Even though it sounded peaceful, that doesn't mean happy all the time. There can be a sadness, like a profound sadness in peace even when you want to be left alone. There is that inherent loneliness in it. And that's what this song was doing for me. So I was already picking up on that. But of course, I just wanted to check the English lyrics to see what they were talking about actually, because I didn't know. I also believe that those were a fan translation, not an official one. So good job on their part, because it all made sense. It didn't feel like I was ever lost during the story at any point. Some of the sentences were a little bit segmented, but that happens pretty much with anyone who's not doing it fully localized, but that gets into another topic. Point being, this song is beautiful. I loved how simple it was. I loved that they kept it really real and just down to earth, but also talking about something like a dream and this really unfortunate situation of somebody feeling like they don't have the ability to expand their own horizons. They are stuck in this place and their dream is to basically go and do things. And the song is personifying this hope that maybe they can. If we believe and we help them do this, maybe they can have a second chance at whatever they wish to do with their life. And that's just a really wholesome message on top of a song that sounded very bittersweet, perfectly matching the vibes. I can't ask for more. It's really unfortunate that the song is apparently so undersung because it is really, really beautiful. And I feel like people just don't know about it because it's stuck in China mostly, I think. I feel like people would adore this if they got the chance to hear it in the global servers, but maybe it just doesn't fit over here for whatever reason. I think 3 years is far too long for it to be stuck in one location. So I feel like there's just a reason that it's not been brought over to global for whatever reason that may be. But usually it's only about a year or so before PGR seems to make things global. So what happened here? Couldn't tell you, but I hope that at least me covering it gets more people to see it and hear it because it is such a beautiful song. I hope that the positivity is what resonates with people and that hope for a better time and a better future is really what people grab onto out of this song as far as the message goes. And again, the beautiful, just simple, super nice and real. I can't stop saying that. But yeah, hopefully this video has acted as kind of a vehicle for some people who hadn't heard about this song to now have heard it. So go listen to it on its own. It's definitely something that I would recommend listening to without somebody yapping over it constantly. Let yourself kind of exist in that space alone and just hear it out, hear what they're talking about. Feel it out, really. Just like get it in your soul. Let it take up some residence in your heart a little bit. I think that that is something that everyone needs to do. Even if you're watching it for the first time with me, cool, whatever. Go and listen to it on your own every time. Never listen to a reactor and assume that that is the original listening experience. I never want people to think that they shouldn't go and listen to the original song when they see somebody talking about a song. Go listen to it yourself as well, all right? Jeez, please. But I digress. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other songs you want me to get to from PGR, of course, leave them in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to them. Or if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!